Back in November of last year, at Thanksgiving time, I put together a tier list of fast food mascots and ranked them based on how well I can beat them in a fight. And as we found out, you don't want to mess with me. I'm a very serious guy. Which is why I am making this video about fighting cereal mascots. Just so you know how serious I am. Now obviously, if you saw the Fast Food Mascots one, you should know how this works. If you haven't, come on, how can you stab me in the back like that? That is messed up. But here are the tiers. We got Easy Clap. These are mascots that really don't stand a chance against me. I'd wipe the floor with them. Break a Little Sweat. I'd win, for sure. But maybe I don't do so without struggling a little bit. 50-50. What? You need me to explain that one to you? I'm an underdog. There's a chance I win, but I'm not quite the favorite. Maybe there's a specific weakness I can take advantage of, but otherwise, I lose. And lastly, I'm fucking dead. I don't need to explain that one to you. But now, let's start with Tony the Tiger. Starting off with a bang. As in, I'm fucking dead. I can't even beat a tiger in real life. You expect me to beat a buff humanoid tiger? Might as well sign my death certificate. Toucan Sam, everyone's favorite toucan. And trust me, the competition is very steep. But my competition in a fight against Toucan Sam is not steep because I'd break a little sweat, but I'd still beat him. He's not an easy clap because he can fly and you can make things a bit difficult for me, but I'd win. Buzz from Cheerios. So based on my logic when it came to Toucan Sam, Buzz should be in Break a Little Sweat. But he's a bee. His only form of offense is stinging me, and then he dies! Easy clap. Lucky the Leprechaun. He seems like a little twerp, you know, maybe shouldn't pose much of a threat to me at all. However, he's a leprechaun. Who knows what he's got up his sleeve? 50-50. Now we got Sunny the Cuckoo Bird. He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but unfortunately not cuckoo enough to beat me in a fight. Break a Little Sweat. Next up, the Rice Krispie mascots. Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Now how are we doing this? Am I doing all three of them separately? Doing all three of them together? Yes. We're going to start with each of them separately. And by separately, I actually mean separately and together. Because all three of them go in Easy Clap. But a 3-on-1, you know, three of them triple teaming me, break a little sweat. Next up, the Tricks Rabbit. He ain't no Bugs Bunny. He lets a bunch of kids derail him all the time. Not in a fight, however. So when push comes to shove and he has to fight me, I think he still loses to me. Applejacks. Oh no. How am I gonna do this one? Well, did you, forget how I, covered Snap, Crackle, and Pop already? Apple, Easy Clap. Cinnamon, Easy Clap. Apple and Cinnamon, I break a little sweat. And maybe you can say that both of them should still be Easy Clap. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Now it's time for the Sun from Raisin Bran. His name is Sunny. Not to be confused with Sunny. This is Sunny! You know, I remember when doing this with fast food mascots, I put myself up against Mac tonight, the McDonald's Moon Man, and came to the conclusion that I have no shot against the fucking moon. But what about the sun? Yeah, no, same deal, not happening. Next up, Captain Crunch. Oops, all berries. Oops, I accidentally put him in Easy Clap, but really, I think I'm an underdog against him, because never underestimate Captain Crunch. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Cinnamon Toast Crunch round. Starting first with the Crazy Squares, Easy Clap. Next up, the Cinemoji, Easy Clap. Chef Wendell, remember this guy? I can see him putting up a bit of a fight, so for his sake, break a little sweat. Now it's time for the Cookie Crisps round. Up first, Chip the Dog. This dude does not look like a dog. He looks like if a bee mated with a... fine, I guess a dog. But I break a little sweat. The Cookie Crook. He's a crook, and I'm just a guy. I'm an underdog. Officer Crumb, well known for actually catching the Cookie Crook. I'm an underdog. Jarvis the Cookie Crisp Wizard. Now this guy, he's a wizard. And I'm just a guy. And fucking dead. And that brings us to Cookie Crisp's current mascot, Chip the Wolf. What, is he like an evolution of Chip the Dog or something? So normally in a fight against a wolf, I would not do good. And this, he seems rabid, he seems wild, he seems dangerous, but also rather friendly for a wolf. So for that, I'm an underdog. I mean, I still lose, but I'm an underdog. Okay, now we're done with the Cookie Crisps mascots. Did you guys even know that there were that many? It was kind of weird. Way more than I thought there was going to be. But now it's time for the monster cereal round.
Count Chocula. Hello? You think I stand a chance against a vampire? Booberry. Now this one is more interesting. He's an easy clap because he's already dead. Frankenberry, on the other hand, yeah, I feel like I'm an underdog. And then we got Carmella Creeper.
I know nothing about Carmella Creeper, so 50-50. Okay, it's the end of the third quick fire round. You know, it's been quite a lot. But now it's time for the Flintstones round! What, they're not cereal mascots, they're just a bunch of cartoon characters? It's 2025, you can't be saying that!
Sure, the Flintstones are better known for their cartoon, but take a look at Fruity Pebbles. So obviously, me versus Fred, I think Fred can kill me. Me versus Barney, I think I'm fucking dead. Me versus Fred and Barney,
I am really dead.
But that's not all, because we got Cocoa Pebbles. And normally, Fred and Barney were still the mascots, but other times, they were replaced with 3 mascots. Wilma Flintstone, Betty Rubble, and Pebbles.
So let's look at this. Wilma and Betty, I think I'm an underdog because they are from a time period where humans have no remorse and have no problem killing me. Pebbles is a baby. However, Wilma, Betty, and Pebbles, yeah, I'm dead. Now, it's time for Chex Mix, who they don't really have like your typical mascot, but they did have a game, Chex Quest, that was like packaged with Chex Mix cereal, you know? And you played as a character named Fred Chexter. That's his name. Now, I don't know what he is, but I don't rate my chances. I think I'm dead. Mr. Mini Wheat, the old mascot of Frosted Mini Wheats. What is he supposed to be? Easy Clap, Mr. Mini Wheat. I think that's his name. He might just be like a redesigned version of the other guy I just did. But at least this one, it's clear what he's supposed to be. A Frosted Mini Wheat. But unfortunately for him, he's still an easy clap. Now we got Larry, the Quaker Oats guy. Would you consider Quaker Oats cereal? I'm just gonna throw him in here. And just like that, I'm gonna throw him in 50-50 because something tells me he's got like a musket somewhere. I don't fucking know. Next up is another mascot for Kellogg's, and this is the mascot for Corn Flakes. It's Cornelius the Rooster. And he's an easy clap because he's a fucking rooster. What threat does he pose to me? King Vitamin. Now this guy, he wants you to eat your vitamins. How noble. But what if I actually fought him? Well, on the one hand, he's old. But on the other hand, he's a king. Which means he's probably got some henchmen, you know? But the henchmen, you always send out your henchmen to get fucked up, right? Which means I can beat the henchmen. And by that point, I'll be sweating, but I'll have no problem beating up the fucking, what was his name again? So, very elaborate way to say that I break a little sweat. Coco, the monkey. Well, it depends on what type of monkey he is. You know, I tried looking that up and I couldn't find anything. No one knows what type of monkey he's supposed to be. Because some of them have no remorse and will rip your face off. But some of them are very friendly. So, who knows? 50-50. Speaking of no remorse, Cool Blue and Lil Odie. It's a kangaroo and a joey. I always forget that a baby kangaroo is called a joey. But have you seen kangaroos fight? I'm dead. Now it's time for a healthier cereal, Puffins. Their mascot is a penguin bird. A penguin is a bird. Okay, well, a penguin pigeon. I got a better one. An easy clap, the Diggum Frog. Now, one thing you guys need to know about me is I hate frogs. That's not a bit. That's not a joke. I actually hate frogs. They're disgusting. You know? So the Diggum Frog, he's a humanoid one. So he can definitely put up a fight against me and use my disgust towards frogs against me. However, I still think I win. Break a little sweat. Sammy the Seal. What, you never heard of him? Have you ever heard of Strawberry Pops? No? Maybe you have and I'm just dumb. How would I do in a fight against a seal though? That's very interesting. 50-50. Sugar Bear, the mascot for Sugar Crisps and Golden Crisps. Are they the same bear? Now normally in a fight against a bear I'd probably lose, but he ain't no ordinary bear. He seems like a little cuddly bear. He's not a threat to me, but he might be. 50-50. Speaking of friendly bears, we got a lesser known one, in Choco's the bear. Just like Sugar Bear, 50-50. Next up, remember this guy? The Crazy Cravings? That's his name. He is the Honeycomb Badger. Now, I don't rate my chances against a badger, but especially not this badger. Fruit. Now he's a wolf, a pretty scruffy one, and maybe even rabid. So he could kill me probably, but he also seems like a friendly one. So just like Chip the Wolf, I'm an underdog. Next up, get this guy the hell away from me now. Now we got some deep cuts. Some mascots that are either retired or nobody talks about, or both. Starting with Quisp. That's his name.
The fuck is this guy supposed to be? Well, according to Wikipedia, you know, the most valid source, Quisp is a diminutive alien. So I'm fighting an alien. Oh, but it's this alien. Break a little sweat.
Sonny Jim. Who? Big Yella. Who? Captain Rick. Who? Next up, yet another Kellogg's mascot. This is Crunchosaurus Rex from Cruncharoos. He's a dinosaur, and if I fight him, I'm gonna end up like how dinosaurs in real life ended up. In other words, dead! Now we got Professor Weedos!
You know those low-budget rip-off movies of like Pixar and DreamWorks films where they try to get you to pick up the wrong movie? You know how terrible they look? Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Professor Weedos looks like a character from one of those movies.
He's old. I could probably take him. But he's a mad scientist, so who knows what he's got up his sleeve? Break a little sweat. Next up, Yummy Mummy. Not to be confused with the British reality Netflix show Yummy Mummies, which made researching this dude very interesting. He's a mummy, he's dead, but he's also probably now very invulnerable to attacks and anything I do really. I'm dead. Now it's time for a real old one. Klondike Pete. He's old. Easy clap. Moving on. Now for an even older one, we got Crinkles the Clown. This shit's in black and white. Never mess with a clown. I'm dead. And lastly, I have one more cereal mascot. So forgotten, so obscure, so lost to time, I had to save him for last. And his name is Hi. This has not aged well. This could be seen as problematic. They even named him Hi. 'Cause, get it? He's gonna go in the Shadow Realm. And that's the list. That is how well I would do against these cereal mascots. How well can you do? You can't do better than me. I can beat a ghost. Don't fuck with me. But you know what? I'm starting to realize something. That there is one more cereal mascot. And it's the final boss of all cereal mascots. Fuck Tony the Tiger. Fuck, you know, Sonny the Bird, Sonny the Sun, Toucan Sam, whatever the fuck. Screw all of them. The final boss of all cereal mascots is the letter K from Special K. And I think I did it. I found a cereal mascot I got no shot against. When you think I can beat the letter K? Hell no. What? No, you go try. Or don't try. You know, don't die and then sue me. But like, you know what I... Look, it's April Fool's. It's supposed to come out on April Fool's Day at least. How else am I supposed to end this video?